All right, now the segment you've all been waiting for. The Virginia Military Institute sparking controversy over a program for its cadets. It offers activities like coloring book stations to help them relax before studying for finals. Critics call the program embarrassing for such a prestigious school, and one recent graduate tells the Washington Free Beacon, quote, "If you cannot deal with the stress of exams, I can guarantee you will not be able to lead soldiers in combat." This type of crap, pardon me, is setting these cadets up to fail in the military and the real world. But the group that hosts the Stress Busters event defends it, saying the cadets seem to like it and that science has proven that coloring relieves stress. All right, so I know that we have a couple strong opinions both directions on the couch on this. So, Taya, you have experience with this, and I feel like you're going to kind of defend this.
Well, okay, not exactly, because I do think that in theory, okay, there is a lot of science behind color therapy and using colors to provoke emotions and move things around with EMDR in the brain. There's a lot to be said for that, and I'm a firm believer that it works. But practically speaking, giving them coloring books is idiotic, in my opinion. That's not going to make them feel good. I mean, if they're working with colors in different ways that's scientifically based, I get that, and I think that's important. But coloring books has a connotation of toddlers. It doesn't work for guys that are out, as the quote said, to lead men in combat.
Okay, so Megan, I feel like you have a different take on this.
No, I mean, color therapy is one thing for people that are experiencing stress or PTSD. Making grown men and women color in coloring books, I mean, I think it's borderline absurd, and I also think if you've ever spent any time around cadets or men and women in the military of any branch, if you want to know how they want to relieve stress, give them some leave and let them go out and do whatever they want. Have a few drinks, hang out with their loved ones. This is not rocket science, and I think this is sort of like leftist school ideology being put on men and women in the military, which I think is a very dangerous precedent.
And this isn't just critics outside of the military academy. Judge, I mean, there's cadets that have graduated that you just heard from, and those that are currently at the school who said, we can't be doing this. This doesn't look good.
But look, the reason I wore this necktie today is because I knew we were going to be talking about putting weird colors together. Some psychologist says it works. For some people it might work. For others it seems ridiculous. It seems absurd and ridiculous to someone of my generation, but if it works for these kids, if it relieves stress, if it makes them better soldiers, I don't care.
You know, I can say from raising children that the greatest tools that you can give your kids is things that work quickly and in the moment.
Coloring books.
Taking out a coloring book and deciding your palette for the moment is not how you prepare a soldier for war. It may be, as you said, PTSD. It may be a post-traumatic situation that you would attack color therapy with. But to go into war, you have to give them real tools in real time that they can employ. Otherwise, you're making them weaker. That's just my humble opinion.
By the way, color therapy is different than a coloring book.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Different.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
By the way, it doesn't relax me. I get all stressed out trying to stay inside the lines.
I need a coloring book.
I don't color inside the lines, baby.